I'm pushing, by the way. Are you pushing? There we go. All right, and step. Good morning. It's today's the day. No more waiting. It's on. I was really stressed out last night, I'm not gonna lie. Finally kind of peaked. Thinking about it too much, but part of the reason I think I was pretty stressed out was because I didn't go for a run yesterday to burn out that energy. I think the stress caught up to me and now I'm burning it out. It's great. A long run with Sophie, who's over there. I'll go join her and you know, then hopefully they don't kick me out of France today. Morning. Pretty perfect timing.
Yeah.
Well, I forgot to record my run, so
I got you.
I've only run a mile so far. But I was just saying that, like, one of the nice things about being nervous last night, I think, well, two things. One, my buddy Nolan had some good advice, which he was like, he was listening to somebody talk about how she tries to associate anxiety with being excited for something. So if she's feeling anxious, she's like, I'm so excited for this. And it actually worked for at least a little while. But then the other thing was, it means I care. Like, I think I was underplaying the fact that, at least the fact that I'm like kind of freaking out last night is a sign that I give it and never get kicked out. It's a big deal. So that's good. Well, at least I'm empathetic. Or to myself. Is that what that means? No, at least
No,
like,
I'm in touch
that's
with
selfish.
myself.
Yeah, that's just, but at least I'm not a sociopath. Yeah, yeah, that is pretty okay. Anyways, at least, yeah, at least I'm still human, I guess. Good job. What's up, Polly? Mid-run break for me, finishing coffee for her. I'm feeling better. Like, running, the stress, it does melt away. I'm sure it'll come back at some point, but it's also good to acknowledge it. Wait for these guys. There's a garbage truck and a bus. Oh, my life. Just realized, for those of you that didn't see, like, yesterday or the day before his vlogs, today's the day that I'm renewing my visa to stay in France. I've been here for 4 years. I've lasted for 4 years. It's renewable. I have all the paperwork. Theoretically, it should be good to go. And I really have nothing to worry about. But there is a little bit of trauma involved because in the past, it's always a very stressful experience. And if you live in France, if you're not European and you have to go through this process, it is one of those touch points that everybody has experienced. It's kind of like a rite of passage, and it just is the way it goes. But it is a rite of passage. I've been through it 3 times before. Today will be the 4th time, and possibly, hopefully, the last time, because that'll give me enough time to stay, possibly, forever, if I wanted to, which sounds great. You know what also sounds great is coffee. This is a mid-run coffee because I still have to run home, but Sophie's done at least. Quick toilet break. And I gotta run back. She's done, but I got halfway to go. Friendships will happen. Thanks, buddy. See you soon. Okay, thanks for the run.
Hey, well,
Are you running that way? Are you gonna run with me for a second? All right.
Am I running with you?
Sure, for a second, and then I've got to go. Yeah, I'm only a little cool down. The run, the mid-run coffee is always.
Running for 20 minutes.
Yeah, it's you gotta. I'm feeling it in my toes more than anything.
Are like...
My glutes. Are you talking about my vlogger? I was gonna say, if only I can make a quote a thumbnail. That would have been. All right, well, return trip for me. Have a nice day at work.
Adios. Thank you.
Also, if you're wondering, the ladders, some of these ladders are still up for people to get down to their boats, but the Seine is gone. Well, it's not gone. It's just gone back down to at least swollen but not flooding levels. So it's super cool. I always forget about this every year, but the people that live on these peniche, these boats that are docked, the way that they get down is by these ladders, and then they build like a little bridge across. I put it on my Instagram stories. I wasn't vlogging when it was happening, but it's super cool. I love it. I wouldn't want to live on one of these boats, I don't think. Well, I don't know. If one of you owns one of these boats and wants me to give it a try, I'd be open. Anywho, I'm debating now whether or not I'm going to I have one letter that I need to get printed. I was struggling with my printer until really late last night and miserable, and I didn't get enough sleep because I spent like an hour trying to get it to print, which is stupid of me. So do I go to a copy shop to print it before I shower? Or do I go straight home, shower, get ready, and then do it on the way out? I think I should probably do that. They probably would like me not to be sweaty in their shop. They may not even be open yet. The eternal debate of how high to button my shirt. I'm actually feeling pretty good. I don't know if it was partially the runner's high. It helps to get the stress out. But I don't know. I just, I like chatted with some random other runner while I was running, made eye contact and just kind of smiled with some random bikers that were just going by. I don't know. It just had those nice little human moments, and I thought to myself, like, I don't know if this is the right way of saying it, but like, je me ressens bien lié en France, à la France, and I just feel really well connected here. I have a lot of friends. One of the nice things about yesterday, I should go, I'm running out of time, but one of the nice things about yesterday, I talked to my dad a little bit, and it was a really nice chance to reflect as well about, I should put on a watch, that I do feel really connected here, and I'm lucky to have like so many good friends, and to have made such great connections and to have really established myself here over the last 4 years. And if nothing else, no matter what happens today, no matter what the outcome is, I feel very fortunate in a number of ways. And I think that the stress of everything, while it was, stressful, it definitely was a great opportunity to kind of take stock of my life and everything around me and remember that, wow, like, I'm actually a really lucky guy, and no matter what happens, that nobody can take that away from me. So, man, what a crazy 4 years it's been. I cannot believe it's been 4 years. March 1st will be my 4-year anniversary, and of being back in France, being back in Paris, and it's a good chance to stop and reflect on that. So, I'm feeling pretty good. I got to go print this letter. Thank you to Apollonia if you ever see this. Apollonia Pullman was the one that sent this very last minute request on my part. It's very kind of her, very generous to send something at the last minute to add to my little stack. And she is very beloved in France as a whole. So hopefully, even if the person I'm talking to today is having a bad day, their heart will be warmed by the thought of Pauline's delicious bread. It's warming my heart just to think, but thank you seriously, Apollonia. Thank you so much. It really means a lot. So I feel very loved today. If nothing else, I feel loved. So we gotta go. I'm actually, I'm not gonna be late, but yeah. Quick stop. Oh, ben je peux le mettre directement dedans. Merci. It was a little bit cold. I should have, back to yesterday's conversation, I should have at least worn something under this shirt, I think, but otherwise, I feel really good. Just a little chilly. So here we go. Normally the way this works is you check in at the front go through security, find your own way up to the office you're supposed to be in, which thankfully I think I know where it is. Check in there and then present your case. I'll let you know how it goes. See you on the other side. One immediate and obvious benefit to doing this in the times of COVID is usually there'd be a line from all the way like down there, maybe even farther, to like here and back and here and back. So at least that's not happening. Oh, I gotta activate the alarm. And then let's go, I'll see you in a minute. All right, well, I'm back outside, unfortunately with no decision. So she gave me, I have what's called a récépissé, which is like a receipt proof that I that I'm in the system. But unfortunately, this is what I was afraid of, that I'm gonna have to wait. I know a lot of people have gotten their decision in the moment, but now they're looking into me, which is fine, but it's not great. I mean, it's fine. It's not a no, but I didn't want to have to live with this, because anyways, I'll just have to wait and find out, and hopefully they get back to me soon. But otherwise, yeah, we'll know. Well, theoretically before May. So we have a little ways to wait. In the meantime, it's lunchtime. I'm hungry. So Jess wanted to meet up for lunch, which would be great. I told Paul that I'd come back by the Peloton and see him. And then Sam was gonna help me with a little project at home. So wham bam, 1, 2, 3, we'll get some coffee, lunch, and then put together some fresh lights in the chateau. Foxy poo. Something about a balloon? Oh, Van Moof, yeah. Did you not know that I have one of these?
Yeah, I never seen it.
Yeah.
Sweet. Is it?
It's awesome. You want to try it?
Sure.
Take it for a spin.
Sure. It's not like thumbprint encoded.
No.
Like electricity.
It might actually self-destruct, yeah. You give it a go. So this is the horn. This is the boost. I scraped it on something apparently. But that's the boost. So if you hold that, it'll give you your extra go. Watch out for the dog by your foot.
Okay.
Yeah, take it for a spin. Yeah, oh yeah. It's like it's like 22 kilos.
Oh wow.
Definitely not a light bike.
That boost is a lot of fun.
Isn't that awesome? There's an even better version. You can actually, there are different modes. So they customized it for me once, and then I lost it when I reset it, so I need to recustomize it. But yeah, it's good.
Nice.
I like it. I just got to, now I don't know, the brakes are squealing for some reason, so I got to get that looked at. But there's a lot. There actually is a lot of decent stuff over here. Got bad news. It's closed.
Oh my.
Walked all that way to try this new banh mi place, and it's not even open. That's not. I bet you Google told you it was open. They don't know.
Yes, Google says open.
Google does. Yep. Not
Guys, if
surprised.
you have a business on, please update it on Google Business.
Please.
It's driving us mad.
Oh man, I'm so hungry. Must make the food.
What about like, you want to fly?
Sure. Don't worry, I missed that part. Food helps a lot. I think I was starting to fade when I was in there waiting too, so I was like running low on energy. I think running 8 or 9 miles, whatever I did this morning, was a good idea, but I definitely should have like significantly carb loaded immediately after or something.
Yeah.
My regular eggs for breakfast was not enough. Anyways, not a bad spot for lunch, right next to a construction site.
Look at the garlic in this.
Oh wow, that looks awesome.
I'm gonna be like, oh, lucky for the mask.
You're gonna enjoy living with yourself in that mask after this. Look who I found. All right, we're on a mission. Let's make this happen. Look at this guy. So fancy. So the plan is to disassemble all the stairs. We got to, which means I think we can leave the clothes inside, which would make that a lot faster. We got to pull them all apart and then vacuum behind it. I lost something special that we should find behind it that I'll share obviously when we find it. And then, so these guys are going to go, I'm imagining lining them up just below where you can see them. So they'll be invisible, but then you get a little burst of light in the corner of every stair. And then it'll be weaker up above, but then that looks a little bit...
Famous last words.
Yeah, and then we just... Who knows? Hopefully it works. It'll be great.
Worst case scenario, it looks like a couple of idiots put it together.
Well, then it'll just be an
Best case
accurate
scenario.
depiction of reality.
Best case scenario.
Yeah.
put it together.
Let's pull it out. Oh my gosh. It's gotta be really dusty back there. Oh my goodness. Actually, that's the winning solution right there. We just solved it. Voila.
Oh yeah.
There it is. Yes! This felt so, oh man, so much dust back here. It fell right into the softening.
Oh, that's so cool.
Isn't that neat?
That is neat.
So I had this made a long time ago. And I was gonna do a special thing with some of these because I can get more of these. I was thinking about doing something like this for my patrons. If you're a patron of mine, leave a comment below. If you'd like one of these, I might make a handful and just do a giveaway.
But what's a Swanson?
That is the ultimate question. What is a Swanson? You'll have to find out just by holding one of these. So the day after we built this, I put this on the wall, tried to stick it on the wall, and it just fell right down behind the stairs. It's been down there ever since, which is unfortunate because it's a great decorative piece that I've wanted to have in here, obviously, ever since I lost it. So there we go. As for this, we should just get a shot of this. So this was going to be a time lapse of us taking it apart, but what we figured out by pulling this guy out, it freed this one up to rotate. So we were able to pull it out, rotate it. Now we can get back here, and the dust should be insane. I mean, if it's not, that's disgusting. If it's not really thick and super dusty, I'd be really disappointed because I really wanted to, like, you know, that satisfaction of cleaning something that's really dirty. That's what I was hoping to get out of this.
But then there's also satisfaction not being dirty in the first place.
It's true, but I can't vacuum back here without having done what we just did. So I'm excited. Let's go to the top. We didn't even plug this in to see if it worked before we committed to this. This could be a broken LED strip, and we won't know until we.
Yeah, they did actually cross my mind, and I thought, no, don't plug it in. It'll spoil the fun at the end.
I'm pushing, by the way. Are you pushing? No. There we go. All right, and step.
Like, you know, the thing of.
Oh no, we can go further back. I think we can go until because it's going to make contact. Yeah, the drawer snagged. So we taped the cable here so it doesn't accidentally snag. And Sam did already ruin the surprise, so we know it works. Go ahead and plug it in. See how it looks from back here. Hopefully it doesn't look like. Oh, it looks pretty good. It's a little. Yeah, it's a little bit stronger in some places than others for sure. But we'll see when we turn off. Actually, would you go ahead and leave it there for a second and then just turn off the lights by the door? Because that's the real test. Oh yeah, definitely brighter in some spots. But I guess it depends on the angle of the camera too. Oh yeah, there you go.
At the top there, that's lovely.
Yeah, that's really nice. And so then this part, actually, this is a perfect length. Look at that. It's going to go all the way to the end, so I can run it behind the shelves. Gosh, I need a snack or something. I'm fading so hard. So let's finish this and then get a snack. I think it looks awesome. You'll see how it looks in the end, like as far as how good it looks when I put everything back. I've got to edit this. We had a nice little sit and chat for a while. Managed to go grab a beer and just sit and watch the sunset, which is very nice, very bromantic. I probably should have filmed him leaving up the garage ramp because that would have been, he probably suffered for that. Sorry, Sam. But aside from that, thank you, Sam, for helping me with this. It went much faster and easier with a little bit of help. And I think it's a good look. I'm pretty happy with it. Anywho, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling pretty good. I definitely like getting out, eating a little bit. I'm stressing less about the whole situation. I think it's going to work out. I'll be fine. Definitely puts everything into perspective, though, and is giving me a fresh feel of like yeah, it's a fresh injection of a reminder of like how much I appreciate the fact that I can live here and how fortunate I am for the opportunity, and I don't want to squander that. So I hope I get to stay, and I look forward to whatever comes next. In the meantime, thanks to Rachel Wyatt, today's Patron producer, and to all my patrons, and of course to you for watching. If you don't mind hitting that like button. I've been, some skepticism has been introduced thanks to Paul Taylor, as you may have noticed, but you know, whatever, it helps. Engaging, leaving comments, liking helps a lot. So thank you very much for everybody who does that, and I will see you bright and early next week. I think I'm done for the weekend, but we'll see. You never know. Yeah, I live on the edge. I make decisions as I go, and I'll see you soon, one way or the other. Take care, and I'll see you soon.